The last bus, at Bukit Timah. In Singapore, night falls early, and shadows stretch long across the streets. There's a particular stretch of road along Bukit Timah where few dare to linger after dark. This is the story of Wei Ling, a young woman who often worked late. She would catch the last bus home, always the same one, bus 67. That night, she was alone at the bus stop. The air was thick with humidity, and the streetlights flickered like dying candles. She checked her watch, 11:59 p.m. The bus arrived, as it always did, right on time. But tonight, it seemed different. The bus driver, an elderly man with deep-set eyes, gave her a strange look as she boarded. The usually bustling bus was empty, except for one other passenger, an old woman dressed in white, sitting at the back. Wei Ling sat near the front, but the silence was unsettling. She felt the old woman's eyes on her, even though she didn't dare turn around. The bus moved slowly, almost as if it was reluctant to reach its destination. As the bus passed an old cemetery, the lights inside flickered, and the bus shuddered. The old woman began to hum a haunting tune, soft but clear. It was a melody Wei Ling had never heard before, yet it felt strangely familiar, like a lullaby from a distant memory. Suddenly, the bus stopped. They weren't at a bus stop, just a dark stretch of road, with nothing but trees on either side. The driver turned to Wei Ling, his voice low and serious. "Miss, you need to get off here." Wei Ling was confused. "But this isn't my stop." The driver's eyes were filled with an urgency that sent chills down her spine. "Please, get off. Now." She hesitated, then stood up. The moment she stepped off the bus, it sped away, leaving her alone in the darkness. The humming had stopped, but the tune echoed in her mind. Wei Ling looked around, trying to get her bearings. Then, she saw it, a pair of red, glowing eyes staring at her from the bushes. Panic surged through her, and she ran as fast as she could. She didn't stop until she reached a busy road, finally safe among the bright lights and passing cars. The next morning, she read in the news that the last bus along Bukit Timah had crashed that night. There were no survivors. The driver's face on the front page was the same man who had told her to get off. And as for the old woman, she was never seen again. Some say the bus still runs late at night, picking up lost souls along the way. If you ever find yourself on the last bus at Bukit Timah, be careful where you sit, because not every passenger is alive.